You all must know about North Korea. The rules and regulations of this country are so strict that the local people there do not want to live here, because a small mistake can get you severe punishment like death. Almost everyone in North Korea wants to leave, and most of the people are killed by the army of this country while escaping. Today in this video, I will tell you about some of the brave people who escaped from North Korea. Number 5. No Kumsok. The first person to escape from North Korea was a pilot. His name was No Kumsok. In 1953, while doing army training, he planned to escape from the country. One day during general training, he escaped with a Soviet MiG-15 aircraft. No one could have imagined that No Kumsok would do this. He reached directly, which connects South and North Korea together. Fortunately, the man was able to land his aircraft safely at an American airbase in South Korea. First, he destroyed all his documents on the aircraft. The American Army offered him $100,000 for this Soviet aircraft. After receiving the money, he went straight to America and spent the rest of his life there. Number 4. Kim Il-sung. In 2010, North Korea's football team participated in the FIFA World Cup. At the end of the World Cup, the entire team was preparing to return to Korea. Then they noticed that their team's personal doctor was missing. Kim Il-sung escapes from there. The whole team goes back north without him. A few days later, the doctor filed a political asylum case at the American embassy, and he begged never to go to Korea again. Fortunately, he was alone, and there was no one else in his family. He would also be punished as a traitor if he had any relatives in North Korea. Number 3. Cho Sun-gil. He is a 48-year-old North Korean ambassador. He lived with his family in Rome, Italy as North Korea's ambassador. Due to some mistake, he was ordered to return to North Korea. But he knew that if he went back, he and his family would be killed there. For this reason, he requested the Italian government for political asylum. He was lucky enough to have his family with him, which is why the Italian government allowed him to live in Italy. Just imagine how scared he was even though he was a Korean ambassador. So what will happen to a common man in that country if he makes a mistake? Number 2. Jun Ho-ho. Jun Ho-ho is a 13-year-old kid, but he tried to escape from North Korea twice. His mother somehow moved to China so that she can earn money to help her son by working there. A few days later, she brought her son to China illegally with the help of a Chinese broker. Jun Ho-ho is completely surprised when he arrives in China, because China is a very developed country. But in the village where Jun lived in Korea, there was nothing. But unfortunately, he was once caught by the police and sent to North Korea again. The North Korean government sent the children to jail as punishment, and his father was also taken to jail and tortured. A few years later, after being released from prison, Jun Ho-ho contacts his mother and, with the help of a broker, is able to cross the border again into North Korea. That mother and son both shifted to South Korea. The South Korean government gives them refugee visas. Currently, they are living a peaceful life. Number 1. Lee So-yeon. Lee So-yeon was a North Korean soldier. She served in the army for 10 years. 10 women army lived in a bunker. There was no clean water and no facilities. She was forced to have sexual intercourse with many army officers. Lee So-yeon plans to escape from this situation. For this, she puts her life in danger, then swim across the Taemangan River. This river connects North Korea with China. After swimming for many hours, Lee So-yeon managed to reach the Chinese border. Then he moved to South Korea with the help of a Chinese broker. Just think how bad the army is here. So how are the common citizens here? Little is known about the daily life of people living in North Korea, one of the world's most isolated nations. Hope you liked this video. For more like this video, be sure to like and subscribe to our channel. Signing out.